Garnett and Betty Noon probably couldn't have envisioned what a spectacle the store they were designing in 1970 would become. They were creating B&N Food Market in Baghdad, Kentucky, which started humbly as a grocery store, providing a sorely needed place to get goods in the days before mega retailers were around.
Beginning of being in history was a lot of people grocery shopping because this was a grocery store. You used to have aisles all down through here, shelves on the wall. My granddad would cut up sides of beef back there. That's how they would grind their meat, cut their ribeyes, all that kind of stuff. It was more like a grocery back in the 70s. Then when my uncle came along in '88, he kind of turned it into like a convenience type store. Because by then there was Kroger and Walmart and all that, so he changed with the times, and they started cooking burgers in the back. I think in the early '90s maybe, because my granddad stayed working here, so he would do the cooking and stuff. And then when I come along in 2014, I was like, the people come out here for the food, they ain't coming out here to buy a loaf of bread.
Perhaps the central figure in the passion people have for B&N comes through the Newt Burger, two words that always snatch people's attention.
I'd say the signature dish here would be the Newt Burger, which is named after my granddad, Garnett. They called him Newt. He always cooked the hamburgers back in the back, and years ago, he used to smoke a lot of cigarettes, and he would have a cigarette in his mouth and just cook cheeseburgers, have ashes on his cigarette butt like that. I would say the difference in the Newt Burger and everybody else's is we actually had to grind the hamburger ourselves and then pat them out ourselves, weigh them and pat them out ourselves, and that there is the difference maker, I think, is we have to do it the hard way. We don't just order. You can order from companies, they'll bring you like Wagyu patties or whatever you want, and then you just cook them, but it ain't the same as doing it yourself.
Meat lovers of all kinds will be happy to know everything else is made with great care as well. Whether it's meatloaf, pork, brisket, or ribs, you'll be eating something that comes from a long, steady line of excellence.
He has to give himself credit for barbecue. So like 8 years ago-ish, he bought like this tiny smoker from Sam's. It looked like a crock pot. Actually, one of the ladies here gave it to him to try.
Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. And now that is what people are traveling for, is barbecue. So like we get a lot of people from the Bourbon Trail, but also a lot of people are traveling for barbecue.
You're not gonna find any barbecue like ours in the area because ours is actually seasoned right. Like I learned from probably some of the greatest pit masters of all time. What I learned, I just gradually added a little bit onto to my specifications, and it's just our brisket it will just like tingle your tongue.
You can go to barbecue places and sometimes you get like a really strong smoke flavor, and I guess that can be what some people want, but I want to taste like a spice or like a seasoning and a flavor on it, and that's what his has. You don't need sauce, you don't need to add anything else because you're getting so much taste in the bark.
Yeah, John Lewis, one of the greatest pit masters of all time, he always said the smoke just needs to be like a kiss of smoke on it. You don't want it tasting like charcoal or ashtray or something.
It's not all savory either. The sweets coming from B&N Food Market have a cult following of their own.
My grandma, she went to Florida back years ago. They would go to Lake Okeechobee, and there was a woman down there that had this coon hunter's cake, so she gave Mammy the recipe to it, and what it is crushed pineapple, and you make your batter up, flour and crushed pineapple, and then you bake it, and then when it comes out of the oven, you make your own cream cheese icing. It's just a lot of labor, but it's all made from scratch, and everybody that comes in here, that's all they talk about. So I just try to keep it going. And that's my grandmother's recipe, so that's something that I got to keep going here. But I never knew it would blow up like this. The coon hunter cake is number one. I make like say 8 cakes every day. Every day we're open. So I have to do that every day. And Regina will make the brownies and the cornbread. But then I do the coon hunter cake and the chocolate chip pecan pie. Do like 7 of them a day. Then that ice cream machine that sounds so wonderful over there. Got to make that, because ice cream, that's a big time seller too. I don't want to forget about that. But let's see, the chest cake. My grandma used to make a chest cake all the time, so I've been making them. You'll make 5 of them at a time. Sometime I'll sell more desserts number-wise than I do cheeseburger number-wise. So that's why I say the coon hunter cake is probably the most world-famous thing here.
For as good as the food is, it's not always the most convenient to get to. Being in the small town of Baghdad, a 30-minute drive from the nearest interstate, something has to entice people to come here. That's where their brilliant marketing comes into play.
I would say we definitely have a cult following, and I think that's pretty cool, because here in Baghdad, we're like in the middle of nowhere, kind of like, and to have people to come all the way out here, think how many restaurants you got to pass to come out here to Baghdad. Just the other day, a lady from Madison, Indiana brought a lady from Idaho down here to eat. So it's kind of reached out. I think it's because our social media, maybe. And then once the people eat here, they want to come here again, because they ain't never ate nothing like that. Like, there was a woman here from the Philippines one day, and I was like, oh, that's cool, you come from the Philippines. She said, oh, this is my second time. So some person will eat here once, but they're going to want to eat here again. And I think our food is the reason they come back, but the social media keeps them, in my mind, I think it just keeps them hungry for it.
So we were very fortunate to get a grant from tourism to pay for a portion of that advertising campaign at Rep, and that was as 2 kids who grew up loving Kentucky basketball and then the UK alumni, that is just, I never dreamed that BNN would be up there. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
We had people stop in on the way to the games. We had a family of a opposing team too.
Yeah, Georgetown
Hoyas, one of the dads stopped in, they ate on the way. We would have people stop in full Kentucky gear, headed to Rep. So just seeing that, to have something that we have always loved is basketball, and then combined with BNN is just I never thought that would be a thing.
The visits people make to BNN aren't just business and dollars and wallets for the Warrens or any of their staff members. This is a meaningful point of pride that has a soulful impact.
I think I'm actually kind of lucky, because years ago I would have never thought I'd made it this far, but luckily I did. I come to work here as a little kid and just kept working my way up, and eventually I found the love of my life, Ashley. She used to work here, matter of fact, and once we got together and got married and everything, I think my uncle thought that I finally married up, so he sold me the store then.
I kind of would take it back to our kids. When we had our girls and they were born extremely premature, just the love of all the people that are in this community, not just in Baghdad, not just BNN people, but a lot of BNN people, just the people that checked on us and loved on us during that really hard time in our life. It's so much more than just food. We feel the same about people. We want to be a part of this community, not just for the business, but because we really do love and care about people. And we felt that during that, we had a 6-month hospital stay of our girls. And so just the people that loved on us, the people that love our social media now, because they get to see the twins and they know what they went through. It's kind of, I know people say it is their life, but it truly is our life.
We was always community service, more or less. And now, instead of just community service, we're world service. So that's even cooler. And we welcome in everybody from all over the world on a, you could say oh, I had somebody here from another country the other day. Now it's every single day, a different state, different country. And I think our hospitality here is, nobody can touch it.
People like to say things on social media, and if anybody ever tries to talk or say they weren't happy with service or whatever, the overwhelming response is if you would just talk to them, they will take care of you, or any of the employees will just take care of you. And just how we treat everybody. I just try to treat people the way that I would want somebody to treat me at a restaurant, you know? And that's the same for all of our employees, even when they're having a bad day or, you know, things aren't going great at their house or whatever that may look like. When you walk in the door, like, we just want you to be taken
Oh
care
yeah,
of.
everybody's gonna get took care of here because I'll make sure of it.